Hello students. In this video, we are suggesting notes about weathering, types of weathering, types of clouds, types of humidity, ocean floor configuration. Weathering. What is weathering? It is defined as mechanical disintegration and decomposition of rocks through the actions of various elements of chemical, weather and climate. Factors responsible for weathering. Primary driving forces are gravitational force, molecular stresses and chemical actions. Weathering processes are conditioned by many complex geological, climatic, topographic and vegetative factors. Significance of weathering. By breaking down the rocks into smaller fragments, it leads to formation of regolith and soils. It aids mass wasting, erosion and reduction of relief and changes in landforms. It helps in the enrichment and concentrations of certain valuable ores of iron, manganese, aluminium, copper, etc. Special effects of weathering. Exfoliation, flaking off of more or less curved sheets of shells from over rocks or bedrock results in smooth and rounded surfaces. Exfoliation can occur due to expansion and contraction induced by temperature changes. Types of weathering. Chemical weathering. This includes weathering process such as solutions, carbonation, hydration, oxidation and reduction. This process acts on the rocks to decompose, dissolve or reduce them to a fine clastic state through chemical reactions by oxygen, surface and soil, water and other acids. Physical weathering. Physical or mechanical weathering processes depend on some applied forces. Forces involved. Gravitational forces such as overburden, pressure, load and shearing stress. Expansion forces due to temperature changes, crystal growth or animal activity. Water pressures controlled by wetting and drying cycles. Biological weathering. Biological weathering is addition or removal of minerals and ions from the weathering environment and physical changes due to growth or movement of organisms. Types of clouds. Clouds are grouped under 4 types according to their height, expanse, density and transparency. Cirrus. Cirrus clouds are formed at high altitudes 8,000 to 12,000 meters. They are thin and detached clouds having a feathery appearance. They are always white in color. Cumulus. Cumulus clouds look like cotton wool. They are generally formed at a height of 4,000 to 7,000 meters. They exist in patches and can be seen scattered here and there. They have a flat base. Stratus. These are layered clouds covering large portions of the sky. These clouds are generally formed either due to loss of heat or the mixing of air masses with different temperatures. Nimbus. Nimbus clouds are black or dark gray. They form at middle levels or very near to the surface of the earth. These are extremely dense and opaque to the rays of the sun. Nimbus clouds are shapeless masses of thick vapor. Types of humidity. Absolute humidity. The actual amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere is known as the absolute humidity. It is the weight of water vapor per unit volume of air. Specific humidity. The amount of water vapor present in the air unit mass of the moist air is called specific humidity. Relative humidity. The percentage of moisture present in the atmosphere as compared to its full capacity at a given temperature is known as the relative humidity. With the change of air temperature, The capacity to retain moisture increases or decreases and the relative humidity is also affected. The air containing moisture to its full capacity at a given temperature is said to be saturated. Ocean floor configuration. Continental shelf. The continental shelf is the extended margin of each continent. It is the shallowest part of the ocean, having an average gradient of 1 degree or less. The shelf typically ends at very steep slope, called the shelf break. Width of the continental shelves is different at different places. Massive sedimentary deposits. Source of fossil fuels. Continental slope. The continental slope connects the continental shelf and the ocean basins. The gradient of the slope region varies between 2 to 5 degrees. The depth of the slope region varies between 200 and 3000 meters. Canyons and trenches are observed in the slope. Deep sea plain. Deep sea plains are gently sloping areas of the ocean basins. Flattest and smoothest regions of the world. Depth ranges between 3000 and 6000 m. Covered with fine-grained sediments like clay and silt. Ocean deeps or trenches. The trenches are deepest parts of the oceans, relatively steep-sided, narrow basins. They are some 3 to 5 kilometers deeper than the surrounding ocean floor. They occur at the bases of continental slopes and along islands' arcs. They are associated with active volcanoes and strong earthquakes. Minor relief features. Mid-oceanic ridges, mid-Atlantic range. Seamount, the Emperor Seamount, an extension of the Hawaiian Islands in the Pacific Ocean. Submarine canyons. Guyets. Atoll.